Greetings, guys. What's going on? My name is Pone, coming at you guys with a Battlefield 4 commentary. Today, I want to kind of talk about the Naval Strike a wee bit. But above all, can Battlefield 4 recover? Can somebody drop down a health pack, huh? Can they? I don't know. Let's see. So I want to talk a little bit about things. I'm going to be firing off in all kinds of different directions right now. And I have faith. I have faith that Battlefield can turn around. Not a lot of people can say this, but I've got a few things I want to talk about in this. And if you're any sort of fan of me or the franchise, you may want to listen. So I'm one of those guys that goes to Twitter and rants and just flares my memories all over the place. Just like, I'm so pissed, and just explodes everywhere. I've been disappointed with Battlefield 4. It's been a shitty launch. I buy a game, I buy anything. I buy something in the world, it works. I buy a taco at Taco Bell, and I ask for no tomatoes, I tomatoes on that bitch. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going back in and I'm getting a working one. If they can't do that, they give me my money back. I buy premium. That's $120 we're up to right now. Premium, I buy it for early access. I want to get the DLC early. The DLCs have been delayed constantly. What's the point in having these programs? There's something illegal going on. They should be docked for billions of dollars because they're selling broken products, and there's no way you can get away with that. So, outside of that aspect, I still have faith they can turn it around, and it's for a few different things that I feel this way. As a person that plays and buys the game, I love the Battlefield franchise. It's my favorite FPS franchise. Understand that. So when I say they are losing me as a customer and as a fan, I mean it. I'm going to keep playing Battlefield 4 because I have a responsibility to my audience, and I actually enjoy it playing it with friends. It's fun to troll around on and mess around with. Now, taking it seriously and playing some more, I can't just casually play it anymore because I don't enjoy it because of flaws. I still find myself dying by, like, going from 100 to 0 health from random guns that take at least 10 headshots to kill you. You know, it's just these things that just should not mathematically compute. They do. Flaws, even the kill cam thing, which is not a big thing, but it's still kind of annoying. I mean, there are lots of bugs. And the community's opening up their eyes, man. You see them on the forums and everything blaring it out, just destroying DICE. And you have your own community firing back at you. You've got magazines and websites just flaming you because you've had the wonkiest fucking release for a video game this side of ever. You know what I'm saying? So I look at these comments, he's like, 99 Battlefield bugs in the game, 99 Battlefield bugs, take one down, patch it around, 4,844 bugs. You know, it's one of those things, you patch a thing and then 18 more things pop up. You know, people are making fun of this game, and that has to be embarrassing. And a lot of people keep blaming EA for this. This is one thing I want to kind of thrust right in there real quick. You can't blame EA for Battlefield 4 being this way. I believed it when people were like, oh, you know, the beta pushed it out to be ghosts 2 weeks ago. We're 6 months in, 2.5 DLC in now. And you can't put EA at fault for this. This is DICE. This is DICE entirely. And yeah, I love DICE. I love EA. People may not believe me, but I see a different side of these industry, or not the industries, but developers and businesses than you guys do. And there are lots of hatred to go along around them. Truth is, I still have faith in Battlefield 4 to come around. It's got its flaws, it's got its problems. There's times I rage quit the game, but there's also times a ragdoll just happens and makes me piss my pants, and I laugh at it. So there are still enjoyable moments in the game, especially if you're playing with friends. You can make anything fun with friends. So the reason, above all, that I have faith in them is one little thing that I saw today. Now, when I first read the news that they were saying, oh, we're postponing the launch of Naval Strike for PC and for Xbox One till April, I'm like, wow. Way to be on it again, fucking up again, DICE. That was my first instinct. Next up, I was like, why did they wait till the day of release to say, hey, by the way, we're not ready? And it just showed that they're ill-prepared to handle these situations. And then it started me thinking back to Battlefield 3 when they just weren't prepared. They weren't testing their product before they were releasing it to us. They want our money, but they won't test the stuff properly, thoroughly before releasing it. And I think it's because they're not giving themselves enough time or enough resources for it. They're not gauging it or balancing it properly. So, for example, USAS Fraggrounds, for those to play Battlefield 3, made the game unplayable. Somebody'd use it, well, the only way to beat it is to use it too. Just nonstop noob tubes for days. The game was unplayable for 3 months because, hey, they didn't want to fork out the 50 grand to patch it because their consumers and customers weren't appreciated enough. So they let it go for 3 months. M26 Dart, right after that, made the game unplayable. We're talking half a year the game was unplayable. It's because all they had to do was a little bit more testing, or even, you know, after them saying, hey, my bad, let's fix this. They make millions and billions of dollars. They couldn't fork out 50 grand to fix their broken issues. They should have. They have the responsibility to do that. As like a person that owns something or buys something or runs something, if I have a business and something's messed up, it's my job to fix it. Not wait 3 months. But by then they've already got their money and then they can do whatever they want. So the major reason I think that Battlefield 4 can turn around, and this comes down from an entirely different aspect besides what Battlefield can do. And this comes back to me, my flaws and my mistakes. A year ago, if you guys were not around, I made many mistakes. Believe it or not, I was the #1 Battlefield channel on YouTube. I had the most views and most subscribers, and, you know, I was on track for good things. I got pissed at the game. I was tired of Battlefield 3 suppression. I was tired of trying to do silly loadouts and trying to use all the kinds of different weapons in the game, experience all the different weapons and use them and switch it up. But if you weren't using an M16, you weren't doing a damn thing. It was M16 and AEK or die. It wasn't the skillful players out playing. It was their guns. And I got fed up with the game. I quit. It was a big mistake. My channel went into a downward spiral. Things just got worse and worse. I got depressed, didn't know how to handle it. I was losing views, losing support. I panicked. And people lost faith in me. They lost trust in me. They were like, you're not what you used to be, Paul. You're just a shadow of yourself. A very, very big shadow because I'm fat. But nonetheless, it's just I wasn't who I was anymore. I lost track of who I was. And I'm afraid of that to happen in DICE. But at the same time, if it wasn't for me turning this channel around, I would have been there with you guys saying, there's no way. I'm not buying the next Battlefield. Because you're saying that. All you guys are like, I'm not buying the next Battlefield. You're fucking buying it. Shut your mouth. It's how it is. So truth is, if it wasn't for my turnaround, I would have been just like many of you guys. It's like, nah, they're not gonna do it. They don't care. They don't want to do anything. And it wasn't until I reached my low that I thought there was no chance of me coming back, that you guys brought me back, that you guys helped me build this channel, smash the like button, do that stuff. We've lost a little bit of support on the recent videos. I'm not getting the likes that I used to, but I still appreciate every bit of support that I get. And it was because of you guys supporting me that I did it. Now, you got those guys that blindly support them. To me, I like to compare Battlefield 4 to Justin Bieber. Yeah, I just went there. What's up? As in the fact that there's talent there. There's raw talent there. Believe it or not, fan or not of Justin Bieber, he's got a decent voice. He's got potential is what I'm trying to say. But he's too much of a tweeny bitch to, you know, mature and do things properly. He wants to drink, get high, and fuck all kind of random prostitutes, which, you know, who doesn't? We all have those phases. So honestly, he thinks he's on top of the world. He thinks he's better than everybody else, and that's his flaw. That's his problem. Now, though it's not the same exact example, it's along the same lines. Now, there's raw potential there with him, but he's a joke. He's a laughingstock. People make fun of him. He wants the respect. He wants the support, but there's not enough to back what he thinks he truly is. And that's the same with Battlefield. There's not enough respect there. There's not enough trust there. There's not enough people willing to do it. But there are the handful of blind fans that are like, oh, the game's great. I've not seen any of the problems. You guys are in denial. Or you don't know how to notice the problems, the netcode, the hit detection, the one-shot 10 from 100 health to 0 instantly. There are many problems with Battlefield that a lot of people may not actually acknowledge or see. And that's just one of the comparisons that I wanted to throw out there. So I love Battlefield. I love the game. I don't like Battlefield 4. I'm willing to tell you that. And the reason I don't like it is because of its flaws. I've been let down by it. It's 6 months in, it's still not a working product. You know, my mistakes when I was one guy and I panicked, I didn't know what to do. This is millions of dollars, hundreds of workers, and they still don't know how to fix it. So that's part of my disappointment. So I just wanted to kind of put that in there, let you guys and remind you guys that I was in a funk once. And many people thought I was done and dead for. And people lost faith and trust in me. And it took me a long ass time, but I think we're back on track. And I think that, and because of that experience, I also have faith that Battlefield will turn around. They have potential. Now, what's this mean? I don't know. There's still a very good likelihood that with all the delays and all the problems and all the extra work to fix the current game, the next one's going to turn out like shit too. And that scares a lot of us. That's what we're most scared for. And above that, we're worried about Battlefront and tons of other games that are supposed to be coming out. We're worried about the resources they're putting into this to fix this. And we're also scared that they're going to just give up on this one and start working on the other so this doesn't happen again. And then our premium and all the money we put in was for nothing. So, I mean, it's very, very scary because the possibilities out there, the extremely likely possibilities, are not good for us. And that's what bothers us so much. So I just wanted to kind of put this video out there for you guys. I want you guys to give me your feedback. Tell me how you honestly feel. Don't just follow suit and say, I love Battlefield. I don't see the flaws in it. Console's dealing with it pretty bad. I get on Naval Strike and it's unplayable. I'm warping, rubber banding everywhere, man. It's just, can't do it. Can't has to do it. I feel like Flubber running around in that bitch. I'm just bouncing around everywhere. Can't do it. And it's just sad. Yeah, like, I have faith in it. I used to worship the game because it was great. And especially, even more importantly, for console players. They don't have the variety of games that PC does, especially next gen. I mean, there are, what, COD, Ghosts, and Battlefield 4? Those are the popular multiplayer shooters. And, well, let's just say Ghosts wasn't very high on the charts either, seeing as how Black Ops 2 is getting more players than Ghosts is. So, truth is, they're kind of stuck playing Battlefield. So, it's just kind of a sad thing. It's just kind of one of these things. It's just a random moment. But I just wanted to kind of put a video out there, kind of retouch base with this topic that, you know, I think it has chance. At first, I would have been like, no, I don't want to do it. I'd be one of those guys that wants to rebel and say, no, I'm going against the man. I'm not going to play the game anymore. I'm going to quit it. I'm not going to support this. I'm just going to play Battlefield 3 and BC2. And, yeah, I'm still going to play the game. I owe it to you guys. And, you know, I can have fun doing it. And I'll find a way to make it fun and enjoyable. And I encourage you guys to do the same. So, again, thank you guys for your time. Be sure to smack that like button, show it a little bit of love, and I will catch you guys on another video tomorrow. Stay moist, ladies and gentlemen.